So tell me about Jackie. Who's Jackie outside of work?
Okay, so I am married to sort of my childhood sweetheart. We've been together from I was around sort of 15, 16. And we've been married now for 26 years in October. We've 3 daughters. They're all nicely grown up now. I've Sophie and Chloe and Katie, which is Caitlin. It's Katie.
Jackie, thank you so much for talking to us today. I guess you were kind of volunteered actually by Curtis. He was talking to us earlier about the team and more so his right and left hand, and you are one of those people. So absolutely made sense to have a chat with you. I would love for you to give us a little bit of how you got into your role and maybe a bit of a day in the life of what you do here at G4S at the SOC.
Okay, so I'm actually coming into my 15th year and I came here as a stopgap. I was not meant to do this role.
And you got stuck.
I got stuck. No, but I don't know any different now, and I don't think I would go anywhere else now. I'm just so used to what I do, and I think it'd be really hard to move on. And I've taken the time to really learn the industry and really learn things. I think as well, I'm probably too old to go anywhere else, so I'm quite happy to stay where I am. But I suppose I came here from purely by chance. I had a job that I was really unhappy in. I had moved from a sort of decent job, and I went for the money. I chased the money and I thought, this is great. And then all of a sudden I was just so miserable. Every day in life, in work, it was affecting my home life. And I just needed a way. I needed to find somewhere, and I seen a job coming through, and I was actually, at the time, I was recruited through the G4S Policing Solutions. I have a policing background. And I have a health and safety background as well. So it sort of made sense to go through recruitment for that. And I thought, this will do me. I'll go through and I will be the person who will go and be an operator. I'll just do that for a while and see, just till I find something, just need to work. A young family to support and stuff, and with a big mortgage. And you always live beyond your means, don't you? You know, you've got your cars and you like your nice holidays, and you know, so everything costs a lot of money. So I ended up coming here for a while, and when I came here, it was a very male-orientated industry, I would say. So I came in on like an induction day, and when I came in, it was loads and loads of men. And there was the manager at the time, who was my manager in the end, Lynn. She said to me, right, I see you here, I've seen your CV, I've got other ideas for you. Talk to me at the end. At that stage, I was a bit intrigued. What do you mean you've other ideas?
So you'd actually applied for an operator role at that point, right? Okay.
So I thought, I said, what does she mean she's other ideas for me? And I was like really intrigued the whole time. At the end, I came up and said, what did you mean by that? You've other ideas for me? And she says, we've looked at your CV. We like your background. Would you be interested in coming and working with us in probably like a lone worker type environment, looking after the lone worker contracts and helping us out? And I thought, yeah, absolutely. She said to me, would you mind, it'd be like a 9-to-5 role? And I went, no, that's even better. That suits me even better. So I went back I was working away at the time, and I got a call to say, could you come in like tomorrow? We've got someone who's going on paternity leave, come in and try and learn the ropes. And from there, I just got on really well with the directors who worked here at the time. And I got on really well with my line manager, Lynn. And over time, she moved away and people moved away. And I was always taught, it was always a case of, learn on your feet. If you don't know something, ask questions. Find out, how can I find this out? Who can I ask? So I think I spent my time doing that. And all of a sudden, my sort of bubble was gone. Everybody had left. And there was changes in structure. And I ended up being sort of seconded into looking after the team, and it has grown from there. It went from a team of around, at one stage it was so busy, there was only really me and a couple of others, and we worked day and night just trying to make things work, and with people on maternity leave and stuff at the time. And then all of a sudden I just ended up getting promoted within the team and just learning, and I've just learnt, and I've got a fantastic team behind me now, and I am nobody without a strong team. I've always said they're my right and left arms. You aren't anybody without a strong team, and I've got absolute total respect for everyone in that team. So I will do everything for them, and likewise they do so much for me. But yeah, I don't think I know anything else now, and I've seen how it's went from a sort of an arc, the basic alarm receiving centre, and has moved into the security operations centre, and how things have developed so much, how much technology has evolved. Like I can remember coming in here and using like notebooks and doing things.
As in physical notebooks?
Yeah, physical notebooks,
right.
yeah, literally. Coming in and we had, you know, setting up accounts for people and stuff. We would have had a book where we went looked up a number. And now everything, you know, over time I changed that to make sure it was all, you know, we had shared spreadsheets and shared documents, and we could, you know, everything was cloud-based. But initially it was all like, you know, everything was in a book. Like we used to program chips, physical chips, to send out to engineers in the afternoons, post them out, you know, and they went out in these little static containers so that they didn't get damaged. So how times have moved on, you know, but the very basic technology has evolved so much, I suppose. But that is really how I sort of came to be here. And then obviously Curtis is now my manager. He came in sort of afterwards, and I get on really, really well with him. He's been great to work with. So he's been a real support to me as well, and trying to develop me and trying to move me on to do, you know, where else can we work, else can we maybe get you training, or what else are you interested in. So
that's one of the things that really stood out with him when I first chatted to him, and that's why I say I really wanted to get to meet the team, because he has not enough great words to say about you and all of the team, which is, I think a working environment is only going to be productive if you have that kind of atmosphere and that nice culture in the
I have a great
team.
relationship with him. I can, you know, respect him as my manager, but you can have that bit of chat with him, a bit of banter, and he's very, very good. And likewise, he respects that this is a job. You have other outside things that take priority, like your family, you know, are very important. If there was a sickness or something, needed, you know, something that needed to be done, he's very good at saying, you know, no, go ahead, family comes first, because I know you'll give it back. You know, yes. I'll put everything into. I think any job I do, especially here, I've given everything to this job, absolutely everything to, you know, to make it right and to be proud of what I do. And I think it's just really important that anything you do is, I don't know, how do you say this? Do your best, your ability. Yeah, the very, very best that you can, you know. Work tirelessly to make sure it's.
So with that tireless work, what is that like? What does a day in the life look like for you?
Day in the life. Okay, so our team, as I say, has grown massively.
And is it still 9 to 5?
No, no, it's never 9 to 5. No, it's never 9 to 5. You know, but you get, you know, what you give, you know, what you put in, you get back anyway. As I say, with Curtis, it swings around about. You know, you might have to put a lot of extra hours in. You might have to start early in the mornings, work late at night, work, you know. Maybe the odd thing happened at the weekends and stuff, but I know if there was something, an emergency, or I needed to do something, away you go and sort that, you know. But I've also got the support of that team that I have as well, that I know that I have them trained to a certain part whereby if there was something, they know how to muck in and work together collaboratively so that they can, you know, give the best. You know, they'll be able to work together and go, right, what do we do with this? How do we sort this out? How do we get the best result? But a day in the life would be, so the team, as I say, has grown massively. So they're a very highly skilled team of professionals working in a technical and business and customer support environment. So I have a couple of them are account managers, the likes of Joanna is an account manager for a CNI project that we have taken on, which we're very proud of. So I was part of the team who worked to get that contract brought over to us. So it was a.
So you have that direct relationship with the customer is a big part of your
role.
Massive,
yeah. Customers now know me, and they know that they can pick up the phone and I'll answer it and I'll deal with them. And I think it's good that they know that they can get an answer when they need it. I have looking for the likes of Joanna, who runs our CNI project. When we took that tender on initially, it was the first control room. It was the first utilities company to completely outsource their control room to someone like ourselves, and I'm massively proud that we took that on. I thought this is going to be a massive challenge. Can we even do this? But we have. We've taken that on, and I'm immensely proud of the work that Joanna has done in supporting me in that. She's a fantastic account manager. And I have Tracy with the support of Laura, who looks after our lone worker, personal protection side. And we're always looking at new technology. I think that's massive. I'm always looking at sort of what technology's coming in, looking at what can we do to enhance things, where can we be ahead of the game, looking at things like what are other ARCs or SOCs doing? Well, if they've got
not doing, yeah.
Or not doing, yeah. What are they doing? Let's see, can we do it better? Can we bring that technology in? I'm probably rambling on a bit.
No, you're perfect. So your role then, you're dealing with the customers, but you're also thinking about the technology as well.
Yeah.
So, and what you can do better to help them.
Yeah.
So there's that ongoing relationship piece that you're doing on the daily, but it's also the thinking ahead and the whole service that's provided and working with all of the different stakeholders to help pull that together.
And I suppose working with, it's making sure that for Graham's team operationally, what we're doing we're giving the operators the best chance. We're making sure, like, bringing in AI is massive at the moment. We're bringing in lots of the likes of stuff for cameras, for CCTV, so that we don't have nuisance alarms, operator fatigue. We're only dealing with genuine alarms rather than a lot of false alarms. So we're looking at see what are the best items of, what's the best technology at the minute to work with. And two brilliant guys in my team are Alan, he gets known as AJ, and Gareth Withers. Alan Jarrett and Gareth Withers, two great guys, and they are very technically
sort of
involved.
dedicated to looking
absolutely,
into that.
and
That's
they
good.
are absolutely they're paramount to everything I do. If I'm looking at new technology, I say, right, come, you're the technical guys. Help me with this. What am I doing wrong? But I'm only successful because I've got a very strong and very
just knowledgeable,
and very professional team. I'm very proud of them. Very good at what they do.
So tell me about Jackie. Who's Jackie outside of work?
Okay, so I am married to sort of my childhood sweetheart. We've been together from I was around sort of 15, 16. And we've been married now for 26 years in October. We've 3 daughters. They're all nicely grown up now. I've Sophie and Chloe and Katie, which is Caitlin. She gets Katie. And Sophie will be 30 on Boxing Day. So she was a Boxing Day baby. She was born, we went into hospital.
It was a fun Christmas, that one.
It was a fun Christmas, yeah. And with them, Sophie has 2 children. She has Jackson and she's got Poppy. Very proud of Poppy. She was born with a congenital heart defect, but she's done amazingly well. Chloe has,
No, you're okay.
Chloe has 3 daughters. Really, really proud of them.
I think this is amazing, honestly. Like, this is the point, right? You're a mum, you're a woman, you're a grandmother, you're all the things, and this is real life. So, fair play to you. You've done so much.
She's got Mia, and she's got Little.
You do remember all these names, by the way.
Mia, Arabella, and we've got baby Daisy.
Oh, Arabella, what a great name.
She gets just Bella, she's a bit of a demon though. And then Caitlin's our youngest girl, she's just recently left home. I'm immensely proud of Caitlin because she's done so well in her career. She's a real career girl, but she's just bought her first home, so it's just really supporting my girls.
And they're all here, they're all in Northern Ireland.
All in Northern Ireland, they can't leave me. They can't let the kids go too far.
That is so traditional over here, I see that.
No, can't let the girls go too far. No,
right.
I'm a real worrier. I'm an absolute worrier. I worry about them all the time. Where are you? What are you doing? If they don't pick up their phone, what's going on? If something happens, but
What about fun stuff then? What do you do for fun?
When I get time.
Just the kids probably?
No, not even. Well, at my part-time, I've another bit of a side to me outside of here. I've been a part-time police constable for around 22 years now. The inspiration of doing that was my father, who's no longer with us, was served in the RUC for over 30 years. And I thought, no, I want to do this. My husband as well, he's just recently promoted. He's the detective inspector in the PSNI as well. So yeah, we worked hard. We had our children young, and the two of us have worked really, really hard to secure a good life for them and ourselves, and to make sure. And I think I've always tried to instill a really strong work ethic into the family, that you don't get it easy. I can remember one time cleaning the bathroom and doing the usual, putting a hand on the toilet, giving a good clean. And my daughter said, "Oh, that's awful, that's disgusting." And I said to her, "You work hard. If you work hard, someone else will clean the toilet for you. But if you don't work hard, you'll have to do this yourself." So put the head down in school and work hard. So yeah, but I suppose that keeps me very busy. Between working here, trying to be present with the family, trying to be a support. I suppose me and my husband just like to have a quiet night. It's nice to have
quiet night, but still that contact with the kids and thing, just to know where they're at and stuff.
It's nice to have a quiet house.
And we talked about the policing career, that maybe that might lead us on to our little final point here. Maybe there's a fun fact or a story to tell, or something that people might not know about you, that an experience that you want to share.
I suppose policing with the community is always very interesting in Northern Ireland. You do come across some very strange characters. You don't know who you're going to encounter, but well, you do get the odd time you do get a call to maybe herding cows or trying. I suppose when you're dealing with teenage kids on the street or antisocial behaviour, the whole point with that, it's like herding cats. I was always told. It's true. It's like herding cats, and absolutely impossible. But I suppose working with the police, where you do see a lot of different personalities, people maybe with different issues or mental health issues, it helps you adapt well in your day-to-day career. I think it helps me in this role, and it helps me to probably be a better manager and to look after and nurture my team. I'm a big believer in nurturing my own team, and I suppose people would say I'm kind of when they talk about how you manage people, I'm kind of the mother. And
I was going to ask you if they call you that. Yeah.
I like
so you've got like the motherly piece that you bring from family life, but then with the policing bit as well, you've got that experience actually on the front line that relates to a lot of what goes on behind the screens there as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and knowing how to speak to people and how to adapt yourself and how to change your personality if you need to.
Well, and I'm glad you're not changing your personality, because clearly you're a big one and they're lucky to have you here. Thank you so much for talking to us. And I'm looking forward to meeting your extended team that you've been talking about as well.
That's good.
So thank you. And let's go and grab a coffee.
Thank you.